Hello and welcome to the forecast, September 3rd Asia session. Let's start looking into the ES first. I know we typically look into the NQ, but NQ follows ES most of the time, so we clearly know that. Let's look at the master now, so the ES. So there is this daily fair value gap that we have plotted in here. So September 2nd price action, it did come down to this level, went back down into this imbalance in here on the daily level, rejected, went back up and closed into the daily fair value gap. And in the Asia session now, it opened up a little above, and with it trickle up, get into this area where there's a little bit of an imbalance here. I'll mark it down just in case, if people are not seeing this. There's not much of a price. There is some inefficiencies there. Could be it might trickle up there, or it might just keep accumulating for Wednesday and Thursday, and on Friday you can see the big bonanza with NFP. So can't really predict anything, and tomorrow we do have some red folder news. Thursday we do have some red folder news. So there could be pockets of possibilities where you would want to target those areas, those timings, to at least get a quick trade in there and see if your strategy plays out. So for now, we got to wait and watch and see how the Asia market price behaves. And let's go down to the 4 hours and then see what happened. On 4 hours, if you can see, market did rebalance in here, and then if I extend these, you can see that the market also rebalanced in here exactly into the daily imbalance. And so these three are the fibs that I noted down. So if it pushed through this, then I was anticipating a support in here for sure, and we got support, but will it still stand still, or will it reject in here and then get down? And when it gets down, then these are the levels where you might be looking at or targeting. And this also aligns with a lot of this imbalance in here, imbalance for rally gaps, PD arrays. So there's a lot happening in this area, so we gotta wait and watch and then see what's going to happen on the ES at this point. So is this rejection and the push back up signaling that market will still go back up? At least we do have at least another 30 points, I would say, to the upside if at all it wants to, and ultimately hit this area, because I do have a 6492 level marked up. So that's going to be another key level. If not, then it's going to accumulate here, or boom, reject down into these levels, back down. But let's see, tomorrow, day after should really give us a little bit more picture, but it could be accumulation days, given that we have NFP on Friday. Now, going back to Nasdaq on the daily, it typically followed what ES did. It was rejecting. It was a big red day to start off with, but then post lunch session, it did rally back up and close up at 23,272-ish level. And with the Asia session, it started off inside the fair value gap. I'll show you the 4-hour fair value gap in here. So there is a 4-hour fair value gap, and market pushed back up into the consequent encroachment, and now it's trying to do something there. What it's going to do, we still don't know. But if this trend is signaling that yes, it would stop somewhere in here and then push back up, then we could see some kind of an action there. On the 1 hour, you can see that these two are sequence of down close candles which are marked out. So it could be that the market might just trickle down to this kind of an area and then go back up, or get into these inefficiencies too, retest one more time, and then maybe. So it's very hard to say whether it accumulates or whether there is another leg of manipulation happening, maybe in the Asia session, or tomorrow during the London session, or the New York. So It's pretty fascinating next 2 days. We do have some red folio news on Wednesday and Thursday, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Mm, Price action is pretty good. Market is just going crazy. We've seen market go down to the red and back green, so it's everything is happening. You're seeing almost all the seasons there. So um, mm, just try to be safe, and then try to see if your strategy comes out. Then just go ahead and try to pluck in some sweet numbers. Don't be greedy, and let's hope for the best. And once the NFP is done, then maybe we can get into the market and then see what we can do. But tomorrow, day after, it is going to be pretty crazy. We can't lose any accounts, so trade safe. Cheers then.